everyone? I'm here at Buddipole with Chris. Chris, how are you doing?
It's been a busy couple days.
How's the show been? Has it been hectic?
It's been really good since we've been off for, well, it's been 2 years now. So
Yeah.
2020 was the last show that we did here, and this has been a good show. Big turnout, so
big turnout.
Pretty impressive.
You got a couple of things that came out, end of last year, and you're working on this year. Thought we'd come by and talk about some of the cool stuff you got going on.
Yeah.
Let's talk through your Buddipole and all
let's
that.
start with, and I took down the last unit here, but this is our Buddy Stick Pro.
Yep.
And one of the young guys, I asked him, he bought this last one. And I
saw
said,
him, he knows me, and he held it up. He goes, I got the last one.
Yeah, okay.
He was so excited.
I said, hey, we're going to do a short video. Can I borrow it for a minute? But this is the Buddy Stick Pro, and the coolest feature, I won't go through everything, is the new, what we call the Versa Hub.
Yep.
This is a BNC connector, dust-proof, moisture-proof cap on the end. All of this custom injection molded right by our shop. 1/4-20 threads on the bottom. So we can use this on any camera monopod or vertical antenna clamp, anything like that, camera tripod. But a really neat feature are these shock corded legs, and here they are bundled up. They fit inside of the mesh compartment here. Mm-hmm. But just real quickly,
what is this material?
So that is very similar to a carbon fiber.
Okay.
It's made in the U.S. and we just got 50,000 feet of that we're using for our hex beam, which I'll talk about in a minute.
Yeah.
So same tubing.
Oh, same tubing. That's smart.
This just connects to the Versa Hub with some shock cord. That's an extreme shock cord. It's very heavy duty, and it works in ice and snow. And so those legs, which are very lightweight, are 5 sections, and they just pop in. And now I can put this on any terrain. So I can adjust these legs, usually just by bending them out a little bit, or I can fold over a section. The picture on our website right now is over on the Oregon coast. It's on a slope.
Yep.
I bent over 2 of the sections on the top. You can see it if you look close in the video.
Yep.
There's some 1-wrap straps down at the bottom. So I would just like strap that if I'm on a slope, strap it to itself, and then get this vertical. So let me show you a new addition as of January 1st. This is our new Coil Design, and this is it's better in a couple different ways, but it's the same number of turns on the coil as the older style.
This is the style that when you introduced the Buddy Stick Pro?
No, only since January 1st. I just got this injection mold. Yep. So it's one piece. There's no end caps anymore. Got a little bit more engagement here with the screw.
Oh, I see.
Not a huge improvement, but it's a little bit easier for us on the manufacturing side.
What's this made of? Because
that's a fiberglass reinforced nylon material. It's tough stuff.
That is real tough.
It's not ever going to melt.
No.
It's not.
I love that. All right.
Probably run your vehicle over that thing. I haven't tried it yet. I've done that with our Versa.
Got to be careful with these YouTubers out here. We'll actually do that.
Yeah, watch out. Yeah. And so we're also marking we use a single radial that comes with the kit, and these are marked. So that's going to be the 6-meter band. That's the black, and then so these are different colors.
Elevated radial, right?
Right. And
generally,
that's the gray at 10 meters. So. They're pre-marked then all the way through 40 meters, and we elevate that radial at least 2 feet above ground. Anything non-conductive. I'm looking when I'm out in the field, I'm looking for bushes or low tree limbs or something like that to set it up on.
Anything can hang on.
The electric fence posts are awesome.
That's what I've been using.
Right. So it's
just kick it in the ground.
It's got a little step there for your foot, goes down in, solid fiberglass, and then clips for the wire. I use the one on top. That's 3 feet above ground. That's ideal.
Yeah.
So that's an efficient ground system. You can add another one or even up to 4 if you have the time. Most of the time, for expediency reasons, I'm just using one.
Yep.
So let me talk about, just real quickly, people know about our Power Mini. This is our Power Mini 2 with the USB 3 amp coming out the side output.
Was that the major upgrade from the Power Mini 1 to the 2?
It's a little more, it'll handle a little bit more output power now at 32
on the
amps.
DC output.
On the DC output, correct.
And the USB got increased amps too.
Correct.
Okay.
And a few software changes, just small things, nothing major there.
Yeah.
So that's been very popular. Also borrowed this one from was it K8 MRD over there had one, I think.
Oh,
and
nice.
So we got it back for the video. I sold all those today.
Excellent. Well, congratulations on selling these. This is awesome.
These have been hot, so
Yeah.
I've been able to keep these, mostly in stock, I would say,
Mostly
with
in
the
stock.
supply chain issues.
Yeah.
The other thing I'm going to point out real quick, I'm going to have these on the website very quick. These are the Power Film Solar. I'm carrying the 60 watt in the camo and the khaki, the tan color.
Yep.
The only thing different is that we're doing this, having this done at the factory, just power pole. So we're not using that larger,
Yes.
bulkier Delphi connector.
Yeah, I don't like the Delphi if we can avoid it on that. I like that.
Yeah, so we can put a patch cable in here if we need some more length. But so I'll have those on the website very soon at a very attractive price. The Mastworks system, this system is our 10-meter system. It goes up to about 32 feet. And if guys aren't familiar with this, we're rotating.
Catch the rotation here.
This just pops off, and we'll have a small rotator that we're testing right now.
Yeah, give it a rotation again. I want to see it turn.
Yeah, this is a.
And if you can't see on the video, it might be a little hard. It's kind of a water drop profile. The
Right.
vertical mast.
So it's keyed.
It's
so we're not putting all of the stress on the collar locks. This will not spin on itself.
Right.
So that's crucial. When you get an antenna up there in the wind, we were just in Costa Rica operating down there in October, end of October, and we had huge wind gusts, and so we had the hex beam up there, and it's getting buffeted, but we're not rotating at all, which is crucial. With a round mast, it's really hard to get enough clamping force on the collar locks to keep it from rotating.
Yeah.
So, lots of other features to this, but I think I'll segue over to what a lot of people want to talk about, which is our hex beam.
Everybody wants to know about the Buddy Hex.
Didn't get one up at the booth. Wasn't sure. It's a large antenna when you put it up.
Yeah. There's one outside that someone has.
There's been one outside, and there were a couple demos out there.
Yep.
This is without the wires here. We're about 6 pounds. With all the wires, so this is 6 meters through 20, 6 bands.
Yep.
We're talking 9.5 pounds.
And
so
these are all
very
color
lightweight.
coded, right?
They're all color coded, so we're going to match. We're going to go along and we're going to clip the wire into these wire clips here.
Yep.
And the way I set it up is we walk underneath it, and then we're just pushing that wire into those clips. It's very quick. You barely slow down when you're going around.
This is the end that clips here?
Sorry.
Oh, no, when it's fed out. I understand. I got it.
Yeah, the wire's just
Yep.
popping into that as you go around.
I had to put myself back into hex beam land. I've built a couple of them, so yeah.
Okay, and we have hooks there. So
when it goes into the
into the
center
feed point.
connector.
Feed point terminal here, all color coded. And we're just going to back those knobs off a little bit, and then we'll put that hook behind it and tighten it down. It's very fast to set up.
Yeah.
So I've done it in probably less than 20 minutes.
Wow.
But I've done it a number of times. We have perimeter wires that are built into it, and then also wires that come up to the top hub that give us that traditional upside down
is that the tension
umbrella.
Wires or?
That's something different. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's in the manual. That just tightens everything up at the very end. What else can I tell you about that? This comes with a padded bag, and don't have one here. It's very similar to our Buddipole system.
Yep.
Same material, and that's a 1200 or 1000 Cordura with a padding on the backside, your shoulder strap. All of that is going to be at least initially at $599.
Oh.
We just received our tubing, and so we're going into production with it now.
Was that what you were waiting for? Was the tubing?
Was 4 months.
And you said how many feet of tubing did you get for this?
50,000 feet of that
50,000.
tubing.
Okay, so everybody that's been wondering, where's the Buddy Hex? Where's the Buddy Hex? Well, the tubing has landed. So
that was a lack of epoxy resins, and then they had employee issues, worker issues,
sure,
which I'm also facing at the moment. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for all the tubing, I lost a couple production workers, and we're in the process of trying to get them back in place so we can start building these guys. But that's the same tubing we're using for the legs, so we're going through a lot of it there.
Yep.
We built these figure-8 line winders, which also use that same tubing. It's tough. It's lightweight. It's thin wall. It's super stiff. And then this is an injection mold of our own design. So it's a figure 8 wind on these, so it goes on very quickly. It doesn't impart any twist on there, and that's crucial.
That's great.
So we'll have those figure 8 line winders on the website as well for sale individually if you want to put like a guying kit on there or something.
It's just super cool. I know this is going to be one of the things that people start dragging out when they go portable. You're talking even POTA, right? On just a weekend run down to a park, people are going to be able to set this up and just absolutely kill it.
You want to run a bunch of contacts and you have a little bit more time.
Yep.
It's light, so it's 9.5 pounds. The Mastworks system, I like the 7-meter system because it's a little bit shorter when it compacts, and it's actually I'm going to be selling the system with this sport tube, and this is a case for skiing or snowboarding.
Oh, okay.
But it's a polyethylene or polycarbonate construction. It's got wheels on the bottom, and then it's adjustable lengthwise.
I see that. The top little part keys into the.
Right, and
it
there's
slides
a rail,
over.
and then every inch or so, there's a place for the pin. So TSA just takes that pin off, pulls it apart, has a look. Hopefully, doesn't have any issues. I haven't had any issues so far. But I've taken this to Switzerland. I've taken this to Costa Rica a couple times. And the Mastworks system sits beautifully right next to it. You got some straps to go around it.
Nice.
I've already got the hex beam strapped up here. And then the top is going to collapse down to the same height with the 7-meter system. And that's a good height for the hex beam. I like that. It puts you up about 23 feet. The 20-meter wire is the one that you want to be up higher with.
Right.
Okay, getting closer to that half wavelength at 32 feet. But it's 3 feet above the top of the mast. The 20-meter wire is at the top of that upside-down umbrella. So you've got another 3 feet on top.
You're pretty close.
And these hexes just run great in that low 20s to mid 20s height. So they're very good at that. Very directional antenna, of course.
It's just a beautiful design, every little bit of it, and including. I'm not saying that there isn't a decent amount of parts to the Buddy Stick, but I just love the simplicity of it, right? The design that went into the Versa hub is over there. It's just, I love using it. It's an
quick
easy
to set up.
Yeah, it's an easy antenna to use, and it's a lot of fun.
It's light and just a compact package. It's all you need.
Yep.
Your rig and some battery power and a park bench somewhere. And
it's ready to go. You generally have all the options if you want to go with Buddipole. You got portable, a little bit bigger with the Buddipole, and then now you got the hex beam if you just want to completely blow it out of the park.
Right, correct, yeah. So we're the portable guys. I mean, that's our thing. Everything that we do, we're trying to keep lightweight and quick to set up.
Right.
So there was a lot of thought that went in, particularly to the hex beam, to making it fast to set up and fast to tear down.
You can really tell.
And with the injection molding molded parts and that lightweight tubing, I think we have, one of the lightest. I think it's the lightest commercial hex beam available. I'll tell you this: my 14-year-old daughter can put that antenna on top and push it up with a push-up mast up to full height. So she does that. We set the guys beforehand, and then we bring it down, and then we put the hex on top, and then she pushes that up until it hits those guys, and it's taut. And it's ready to go. So,
Chris, this has been great. Thanks for taking the time to talk with us. And
my pleasure.
Where do people go to find out more about your stuff?
Right.
And where to order?
Right, buddipole.com. I'm about 2 weeks out on the Buddy Stick Pros.
Okay.
As fast as I get them in, we run through them, and then it's something else that I have to push a vendor for at the moment. So it's much more challenging than it's been in the past.
Right.
The supply chain issues, but we're getting through it. It's all made in the U.S. The good thing is, most of my vendors are very local.
Right.
So the bags are made in California. That's the one I'm missing right now, but I know they're working on them. So we'll be back in stock in about 2 weeks on those.
So everybody be patient. They're working nonstop to get the Buddy Poles or Buddy Sticks in your hands. So again, Chris, thank you so much. Wonderful stuff.
Quick plug, real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Anybody wants to come up to the Hillsboro, Oregon area and help me at the shop, send me your resume.
What are you looking for? What kind of skills are you looking for?
Actually, I could use some worker, some people with some skills, like social media, for example.
Okay.
Like that's something that can be done remotely.
Yeah.
Customer service.
Yeah.
I can use quite a bit of help there.
Okay.
And there's some neat software now. You can kind of tag team on that stuff. Just take the answers you think you can answer.
How do you want people to reach out that way? Don't drop your phone number or anything right now, but
yeah,
how would you want them to contact you?
That email, info@buddipole.com. I get all of those.
Okay.
So I'll see that and just put job opportunity or social media manager or whatever it is in the headline, the subject line.
Great.
And that'll move it to the top.
Right. Okay. Chris, thank you so much. That's great
Cool.
stuff. Thanks.
Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it.